All right, welcome. Here we are in my office, my empty yet beautiful office. So throughout these videos, what I'd like to do, and I'd like to hear your feedback on what we should be doing, is I'm going to continue to be out in the field, sharing the progress and the mistakes and everything I'm going through and all the successes we're having and what we're doing to implement. And then I'm also going to be sharing with you what I'm doing in the office and somehow, these problems that we're seeing on paper and how they translate to the field. And so, as I discussed in one of the videos previously about the excavation, the site work division 2, we had a couple problems with the footings, and I shouldn't say problems, some issues that we were able to pick up some space and storage and all that stuff. So let me just show you really quickly. I'll be showing this throughout the whole project, but here's the house, and it's lot 72, Sky Ridge, Ursa Way in Park City, Utah, which is in Wasatch County. Park City's in Park City, obviously, but we're in Wasatch County, which is about 4 miles outside of Park City. So that being said, we'll jump right into the site work portion of it. So we're going to go to the site plan. So one of the things this architect has done, which I really like, is an isometric foundation drawing, that's what he calls it. I call it 3D drawing. So that being said, here's our garage. We're coming into the garage right here. And as you come in, you enter into the mechanical room. So the mechanical room is basically this wall right here, and boom, boom. So with that, there was this random little crawl space area with the step up in the footing and all this stuff. And it was just empty blank space for no reason. So we're already excavating the back wall, which is load bearing for the exterior of the upper guest room. So we're already going to be digging that with the footings. In addition, we're forming this wall right here and pouring concrete and excavating this as well. And what a waste. So this wall doesn't contribute anything to the project. So that being said, currently our mechanical room is like 8 feet 6 inches. This is the mechanical room right here. This is that wall that's unnecessary, and then the back wall with the footings. So what we requested with the architect and the engineer, which they agreed upon, is we deleted this wall right here. So we no longer have this random crawl space. And what we did is we picked up an extra 5 feet by 21 feet of mechanical room, almost 22 feet. That's an insane amount of storage for bikes, skis, camping gear, whatever the owner of this house is going to take. We just opened up the mechanical room by that amount of area. And when you think about it, that's a lot, so bopping right over to this is the delta that the architect changed. So you can see we deleted that wall. So, in construction drawings, when anything's clouded, and most of you might already know this, but I'm going to share what I know. So anything that's clouded is a change to the drawings. So, or a call out. So recognize that. And then when there's this little delta here, that's the first revision, delta 2 revision. That's the first revision in the drawings. So we do that, and then boom, see it's eliminated. I mean, that's big. Now all of a sudden we went from 8-foot mechanical room to a 13-foot. So we just picked up an extra 5 or 6 feet by 21 feet. That's a big difference in that mechanical room. That's going to make a huge difference to the owner when they're doing their day-to-day. Let's see if I can find this in. Yeah, look at this. Let me show you. I'm gonna bounce around for a second. So this is the very first one. This is your mechanical and storage. Just visually look at this. See kind of, and then we're going to the delta, the change. Look how much bigger that is. That's an insane amount of storage that we just picked up, and at no cost. It's actually probably cheaper. I mean, we don't have to build that wall. We don't have to form that wall. We don't have to pour that wall. And we're already doing this wall. So we just picked up free space basically. So those are little things that, throughout the project we're hoping to do as we go along. Another thing we noticed as we were doing this footing drawing, and right now, so as you can see, the elevation of this floor right here is 639610. That's the elevation of the garage floor, 639610. But if you go here, this little wall right here is 6397.4. 639610, 6396.4. So that doesn't make sense. We step up and then drop back down in the driveway. So this is one of the things we're having the architect eliminate this as well. So it's a clean little drive through on that. So those are some of the things as far as the footing and foundation that we've worked on thus far. Another thing that we've done, and this is something my dad taught me, is you got to find your toilet locations. Your toilet stub ups are a big portion of this. You know, it's a bigger portion, and they need to have direct flow directly to the sewer and all that stuff. And so, with that being said, this is going to be look insane right now. But if I zoom in on this, everything that's in blue is the footing drawing. That's everything in blue is this drawing right here. And sorry if I'm flipping around too fast, but so I took the footing drawings and I overlaid it with the plumbing, the drawings, the interior drawings of the house. So as you can see, like the red, this is the dining room, this is the pantry, this is all this stuff. So the red is on top of the blue. Everywhere I have an arrow, you can see there's a toilet. That toilet goes through a footing. Now this is the upper floor, so it's not as bad. They can run these pipes up through a wall. But in the basement floor, which is concrete, so we're back down here. So you can see where this arrow is that I got here. The black is the footings. So this toilet tank goes right through this footing. So that being said, that's a big thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, if I were to take a line right here, we'll make it 4 points so you can see it easy. And then we'll make it bright blue so you can see it. So if I were to take this line, so we're going to take this footing, which is the black. You can see the footings are right here. So I'm going to take this line, and what we're going to do when we get with the footing and foundation team is we're going to say to them, hey guys, we're going to have you form the rebar all the way through this footing right here, but I want you to block out this section. So pour the footing here, but block out this section. Do not pour the footing in this section right here. This is a sacred section. We don't want you to touch it. And so we're going to leave that open. So there's rebar in there, but what it's going to allow is the plumber is going to be able to come in and stub up this tank right here for this clean out of this toilet. And so he's going to stub that location up, which is going to make his life a lot easier. And what we're going to do is, so then we'll leave that open. And then when we come back and we pour the entire foundation of this building, we're just going to fill in that footing gap with the foundation, or with the flat work of, so when we do all the flat work, we pour the slab, we're going to fill that in. We're going to fill that footing in with the slab. So that's how we're going to combat this. So these are the little things that you can do with your, get ahead of the game, overlay the drawings. And, if you don't have software and stuff, use just trace paper and trace the toilet locations and then lay them over the footing foundation plan. There's simple things to do. I use Bluebeam. Bluebeam it's $350 for a lifetime subscription. And I wouldn't do anything without Bluebeam. I can do my measurements. I can do call outs. I can put a stamp on there. I mean, if I need to put my signature on a drawing, I can, just boom, there's my signature right there. There's so many things you can do. I'll teach you more about Bluebeam as these videos go on. And then lastly, this subgrade, as I showed you out on site, is super rugged. It's really intense. And so for a plumber to come in and hand dig this with a shovel to trench his underground utility work for the plumbing it's going to be hard work for him. And so that being said, I gave the plumber a call and he asked me if I could put a 6-inch sleeve in. So we're going to go in with the excavator because we already got the tools there and we've marked this out. So the biggest thing is we got to miss this footing. So our mechanical room's in here. So what we're going to do is we're coming off the sewer lines right here. So we're going to come off and we're going to, mark it out. And then we're going to have the excavator just boom, we're going to lay a sleeve for this guy. This guy gets on site and we've already laid a sleeve for him. Shoot, that's labor and time that he's going to spend easily half a day, if not more, less time, probably a full day's less work built to our job by doing this. And yeah, we're going to pay the excavator for doing it, but for them to pull that trench it's one swipe for this versus this guy is taking a whole day to do that. So these are little things that we're doing throughout the project to help with that. So yeah, here we are with footing foundation. And that's where we're at. So stay tuned. I guess that's it for this video as far as picking up the extra space, the location of the toilets, and where we're at with Division 2 as we roll into concrete next week, Division 3. So stay tuned for more videos. I hope this was helpful and we'll go from there. Again, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And soon enough, we'll have enough links at the bottom of these videos, which will give you free templates to use for scheduling your job, estimating, owner interaction, all the above. So thanks for joining. This is Building $1 Million Spec Home from start to finish with me, David Windsor, the Windsor Group. Check it out. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.